2018 Renault Sandero. It is the base model, but you know what? It's got a ton of specifications. It's pretty kitted.
Yeah, it really is. Especially for 175,000 Rand. It's really such a great car so far. I'm really loving it. I'm really loving the steering wheel and the clutch. And it's the car's also like, it's super responsive as well.
Yeah, dude, the steering is actually pretty heavy. Makes the car really fun to drive.
Yeah, it's not too light. So it really, you've got some really nice driving with this. It's really comfortable. The suspension's not too hard either.
No, the suspension is really comfortable.
Yeah, it's really comfortable.
I really did notice that.
Yeah.
And at like high speeds, this thing is super stable.
It really is.
The gearbox is a little bit awkward though.
Yeah, it is a bit awkward, especially now changing gears. There's a lot of...
It's a long throw.
Yeah, it's a really long throw to change gears. But otherwise, the gearbox so far, no complaints about that at all.
The clutch.
Oh yes, the clutch.
The clutch is something I want to talk about. That clutch is super light.
Yeah, it really is.
And this car does this really cool thing where if you push the brake in really hard, you can actually hold yourself on a hill. Well, the car will hold itself on a hill
until you release the clutch.
Until you're ready to go. Yeah.
So that's really nice. Yeah, I love that. Like especially when I started driving when I was a bit younger. The most difficult thing is that heel start, especially with the handbrake. But this helps you and it really supports you a lot of that and make sure you don't roll back. And yeah, I really dig that.
Yeah, that is one thing that's going to be difficult for a student.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So what actually makes this car the car that it is, the Sandero?
Yeah, so we'll talk about the engine first. So it's actually it's a pretty small engine. It's a 3-cylinder engine.
3-cylinder?
Yeah,
and turbo?
Yeah, it's got a turbocharger.
You have to remember that.
Yes, we have to. And it pumps out 66 kilowatts.
66 kilowatts. And 130 newton meters of torque.
Yeah, 100
doesn't sound like a lot.
Yeah,
but I mean, the car, you can feel it. The car just weighs over a ton.
Yeah, so it actually is pretty light. It's
really light.
Yeah, very light.
We've got disc brakes in the front, drum brakes in the back.
Yeah.
Then again,
it's typical on a student car or like a small car like this, especially where it's front heavy. You're going to expect discs in the front, and then at the back you don't really need too much brake in the back. So drum brakes.
The car's light.
Yeah, the car's really light, and it's super nifty. Like I mean, cornering and also at high speeds, it really handles well, and also it's really stable.
But one thing that lightweight and that small engine really is good for is fuel consumption.
Yeah, it's fuel consumption. I saw this car on eco mode, so this car actually has its own eco mode.
Really?
Where so basically it doesn't down tune the engine, but it uses less power, pumps in less fuel and uses more oxygen, and it does 4.4 liters per 100k. So
4 liters per 100.
Yeah.
And you know what, with the petrol price going up, that is a good thing, students.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's my turn to drive now.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's go.
Sweet. Oh, okay, it's my turn. Alright, so let's talk about the aircon.
Okay, so this car actually has a really nice aircon. It's pretty powerful. It cools the car down as soon as you get in.
It is pretty good actually.
Yeah, it's really nice.
You got four adjustment settings.
Yeah.
You got 4 vents in the front. Unfortunately, there is no aircon at the back.
Yeah. It's not the end of the world though.
So no, it is a student car. It's not like it would be a necessity, but once again we are talking base Sandero, 175 grand. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
The aircon is powerful as it is, and trust me, it will reach the people at the back with no problem.
Yeah, exactly. And also really nice. There's 5 different settings here, so you can get the aircon to blow out either in the front, down here at the dash.
Yeah, you can defrost your window.
Yeah, exactly. You can do all that kind of stuff as well. And you can also circulate the air inside here, or you can get air from outside, which is also really nice. And then the sound in this car. So far, I enjoyed it. It's got a really nice radio. It's got Bluetooth. You can have your aux input.
Yeah, your USB as well.
Yeah, exactly. And you can charge your phone as in here as well. But then you can also do all your adjustments here on the side, so you can
there's like this cool thing that Renaults have. It's like I don't even know how to explain it.
Instead of having it on your steering wheel, basically you have it there on the side, which is it's like really nice.
Yeah, it's like this insert that you just sort of play with it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can pause it, you can mute it, put your volume louder, change songs if you connect it to Bluetooth. But because this is the bottom of the range, you don't have a screen over here.
Yeah, you don't have a screen. It's just it's really just a display, so there's no touchscreen or anything. But still, it works.
Yeah, it does. It works. So you're missing out on like navigation and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So maybe it is worth it to go for the top of the range.
Yeah. If you're looking for that,
Windows. You got 2 powered windows over here.
Yeah, at the moment. And then at the back, we have 2 roll down ones.
Yeah, so it's arms day is just
rolling
every day at the same time.
And then safety, so far safety, this car actually is really nice. It's got 2 airbags, it's got one here, one there. It's also got seating available for 3 people at the back with safety belts, so that's also pretty nice.
You also got ISOFIX points at the back, so if you guys just feel like having a baby a little bit early,
you can put that in.
ESP, which is traction control, is always activated. You cannot turn that off, which it's kind of lame, but you don't want to be driving with it off.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also got ABS, which is nice.
It does have ABS.
So if it is raining pretty hard, especially with like these smaller cars nowadays, you really need that. It's gonna really help a lot with your braking. So it's pretty cool. There's also your boot space. I mean, the boot, it's really big. It's more than I expected when I opened it.
It is more than I expected.
And it's also got a spare tire in there. So I mean, if you take the spare tire out, you can pack a few things in there as well.
You will be able to fit a lot there.
Oh yeah, you can.
We're going to show you how much you can actually fit in there.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll cut to that now. Okay, dope. Now we're going to do the boot capacity test and see how much stuff we can fit in the boot.
We'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow.
So we managed to fit inside 3 camping chairs, 1, 2, 3 suitcases, a cooler box, another suitcase, actually a backpack, 2 rugby balls and some fishing gear for the boys. We'd say it's a lot of boot space for a Sandero. What a car.
Okay, now that we're back here, one thing I didn't mention is actually these seats are so comfortable. They really, it's sort of similar design to a bucket seat, supports your sides really nicely as well. I really like those.
They aren't electric though, so if I just look at that,
I'm gone.
there it goes.
We'll come all the way back forward, but it's not the end of the world.
However, the driver's seat, you cannot adjust it up and down.
Yeah, so the level you sit now is where you sit.
That's where you sit.
Yeah.
So if you're a little bit tall,
we recommend going for a car which you can drop.
Yeah, I think the top of the range one you can.
Yeah, you can.
Or if you upgrade to the Renault Sandero Stepway, you can definitely go up and down. The steering wheel as well, if you're a little bit taller and you like to sit far back, you're not going to be able to put this thing like, you know, you can't pull it towards you. But that being said, it isn't too difficult to find your ideal driving position in the car. Do you want to talk about the mirrors?
Oh yeah, the mirrors. So the mirrors, they aren't electric, so you do have to adjust them.
Can get a little bit awkward. So
yeah, it can, especially if you're driving from the side and you want to change it over. It's a bit difficult.
It is quite difficult. So that's why you always got to make sure you got someone in the car with you.
Exactly.
That's why I carry him around. There's no other reason. But otherwise, all-round visibility in the car is good. You can see out the back anywhere, really. Of course, you don't have those necessities like your reversing camera and stuff. But honestly, you don't really need it.
Exactly. No. And then also like visibility, it's got an LED strip inside the actual lamp, so it does add a bit. You can see a bit further with it, which is nice as well. Especially driving at night, you really want to see as far as possible.
The lights are really powerful. They are. So the car does follow Renault's new design language, where you do get these really cool C-shaped like LED daytime running lights. We'll show you a few photos of those. But yeah, actually all round this is a really good looking car. We've got it in red here. It's almost like this, I don't know how to explain it. It's like this red that
like
transforms into orange.
Yeah, it's really nice.
At some points it goes into orange. But we're going to cut to a few cool tests of the car. We're going to do
a brake test, acceleration
test, all of those cool things. But before we do it, I just want to hear this 3-part because it actually sounds.
Downshift really nice.
You can downshift really well.
And it's got quite a lot of power, especially the torque
brakes,
does.
the brakes are good.
Yeah, the brakes are really good, and the torque does. It kicks in just after 2,500 RPM. It kicks in, so you really in the beginning you don't feel it too much, but then it's a sudden boost.
There's like this weird kick
Yeah.
after 5,000 RPM where I don't know. It's like there's someone at the back of it pushing it,
Yeah.
but it really livens up.
pushes,
It
yeah,
does.
exactly.
But yeah, let's cut to this test.
Yeah, let's go to that. So we're out here now doing the brake test from 60 km an hour. As soon as Sam gets to where I'm standing, he's down over there. As soon as he gets to where I'm standing, he's gonna hit the brakes. Cool, let's go.
Okay, here we go. The sound of that 3-cylinder is good, though. Okay, we are almost at 60. Okay, we're at 60. Just gonna get to brake, coast, full brakes.
Now. Okay, cool. So let's measure those in Sam's steps. Okay, and here we got Sam doing his brake test measurements just to the front of the car. Okay, cool, let's go.
$35.
35 steps on the dot.
35 steps on the dot.
That's not too
Renault
bad, eh?
Sandero brake.
That's not too bad at all.
From 60 km an hour.
Yeah, exactly. Dope. Let's skip over to the acceleration test.
Yeah, good. Let's do
Cool,
it.
let's go.
And now we're gonna hit the apex. Nice and wide. Come through and roll it out nicely.
It handles really well so far actually. I'm really surprised. It's really nifty around the corners. There's not a lot of understeer, so it is a bit front heavy, so there's a bit of understeer but not too much. Oversteer a bit towards the end. On the exit of the corner we got a bit of oversteer, which is, it's nice to have a bit of a drift, if you know. But otherwise this car is actually so great at handling so far. It's really nifty and I'm enjoying it.
When I'm with you, I am able to keep pushing my limits, and all the drive that I have, well, I'm going the distance with you. I didn't know what I had till I knew what was missing, and everything that I dread, well, I built a resistance with you. Catch me when I fall, and I'll keep you on the ground. You were gone, I wish you'd stay. I could look at you for days. Time was well spent, that's when I knew that I need to spend my life here with you.
So now that we're back in the car, what are your final thoughts on it?
So, this is actually really a well-rounded car. You know, it boasts a lot of practicality. And usually you think of practicality as the car's not going to be fun to drive.
Yeah.
But right now, at this very moment, I'm actually taking the car through quite a serious corner, and you know what? There is minimal body roll. Like you can see the way all his body's leaning. This is a really fun car to drive. Make no mistake. So just because it's the Sandero, not the Clio, it doesn't mean that it's rubbish.
Yeah, exactly.
This is really cool. The steering wheel is nice and heavy. There's a lot of feel through the gas pedal.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot. So
yeah, you can really feel a lot of power.
I think it's a very fun
like
car.
I really feel this car at the moment. Like my first impression of the car was like, oh, okay, cool. It's not gonna have that much power, or it's not gonna handle that well. It's a pretty small car. But I'm really impressed by this car. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the entire feel to the car. Even though the engine, it's not a big engine, it's a small engine, but you get power out of it. A lot of power.
There's a turbo.
Yeah, it's a turbo.
That turbo helps. The interior quality. Look, you're paying 175 grand for a car. You don't really have much room to complain. Let's put it this way: Renault has focused their budget on the car towards their engine and their suspension setup. This car manages to be comfortable and still stable in the corners. And I've got an engine that is like F1 inspired technology.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's incredible.
incredible,
Like the
bro.
feats of engineering out of a. It's not even a 1 liter. It's a 900cc, guys.
Exactly. And like, I mean, the interior, it's nice. It's not. It's a bit like that plastic feel.
It is
yeah,
plasticky.
yeah. But like otherwise, it's not a bad interior. I mean, for like a student car, you aren't looking for like the best spec interior. As well. You're really looking for a car that this car is really reliable. So far, I mean, we've used
quite a bit of petrol.
But like we've driven
far.
For like 3 hours nearly.
Dude, we have.
Yeah.
We've been driving for 3 hours continuously.
So
we've used 2 bars of petrol.
Yeah, we've used 2 bars of petrol, which isn't too bad, and the
bad,
fuel
no.
consumption is
4.4 liters
Yeah,
per
4
100.
in the whole urban cycle.
Yeah, 4.
So I'm really impressed with this car so far. The interior is nice. It's got a
styling.
really beautiful look to it. Well, in a few shots we showed you. It's really, the metallic red is also such a beautiful color to it.
It is.
It's so far I'm really loving this car.
It's a good car.
Yeah, and we're gonna post on our website. We're gonna post the whole review on this and what our score out of 100 is. So yeah, guys, let's go check it out there.
Yeah, cool.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cheers,
See you
guys.
soon.
Thanks a lot. Oh, like and subscribe.
Do it. How do you record?
How do you record?
So I made a screw up. I forgot where I was standing, so now I don't know where to measure from.
Bloopers. Ulrich,
Yeah.
got to count.
Oh wow.